Good morning.
Right, yeah, we are live.
I'm live. Good morning. It's Thursday morning. We always come here for our Little Guide Live the last Thursday of the month. And I feel like every month we're like, how is it the end of the month? How
I
is
know.
it already almost October? I don't know. But
We call it
anyways,
publications. Then it's like, what comes after October. It's
holiday
Autumn
season.
Madness.
But before we even talk about, I mean, we're in the thick of fall festivities right now. But before we get too far, welcome everyone. Thank you everyone for joining us. I'm Carrie Doman, joined by Carrie Bunzinski, the two Carries every month, every day on Little Guide. Let's be honest. And we're glad to be here. We're gonna get into some of the fall festivities that we've been doing, the fall festivities that you've been telling us you're doing, which we always love to hear about, and some of the things that are coming up in October. But yeah, October is this weekend. I don't know if you paid attention. Is it Saturday or Sunday?
It's Saturday. Yeah, Saturday.
There we go. But I've enjoyed September. Have you been going to some cider mills? We've been trying to check off.
Tons.
We have our article. We should put that article, like all the cider mills in Metro Detroit. And I think it's both of our personal missions to try and see how many donuts we can get through. I am, as always, failing, and Carrie is excelling. I've only been to Franklin Cider Mill. Does it count that I've been there twice though?
It does, totally. Extra points for sure.
Yeah.
No.
So I went there, and just a side note there, I actually found it's not a new one, but sometimes we say new and it just means that it's new to us, which is equally as exciting as actual new playgrounds. But there's a playground right by Franklin Cider Mill that is a huge hit. And it is 0.3 miles away, but you do want to drive from one to the other. And it's called Franklin Community Playground, I believe. And we posted about it on Instagram. You can check that out. But it just makes for a full, because Franklin doesn't have all the bells and whistles that some of the other ones does, but it just makes for a full visit. And it's a nice excuse to pick up your stuff, go there and get away from the bees, which are.
Yes, I have a similar recommendation. If you go to Dexter Cider Mill, they have a really cute shop in downtown Dexter. Bees galore. They do have seating along the river, but that's a lot of bees. So I would pick up your treats from Dexter. And then there are actually 2 Metro parks there. We went to Hudson Mills, and they have a really cool modern playground and a little nature center, so you could eat inside or outside, and then there's some animals inside too. So if you want the grab and go type environment, if you want a visit to the farm environment, Blake's South Lyon, obviously the regular Blake's, and then Plymouth Orchards, where we went after school the other day, and it was just so nice. It's not huge, so it was really great for my kids are 3 and 6, so especially with a 3-year-old, sometimes you can only get so far and so much time.
I am going to go to the Blake's South Lyon for a field trip with my son.
Oh, fun.
So I'll get it.
Yeah, there are goats there. My boys love feeding goats anytime they can find. And 3 Cedars has goats too. So those are a few of our hits. Yay!
Hello, we have a visitor. We just pop in. We'll enjoy. We'll have Jen join us in a minute. Jen, we'll have you join us in a minute. We're just talking about cider mills in the Metro Detroit area and we're taking stock of what we've been to, where we've been to. I know that Lorraine from our team has been to Yates. Always a fan favorite.
A gold standard.
Yes. Actually, she put in her recap, which we also then relayed on our Instagram, is that the construction is finished over there. Because, man, talk about traffic backup. In the best of circumstances, Yates gets 40. But for a good reason. It's very popular.
Yes.
Um,
And they have pony rides too, which I feel like that's a fun thing.
and she just mentioned that they are covered. It's under a tent, so that even if it's raining, maybe go when it is raining, so that it's not as crowded. The pony rides are covered, so that's a good idea. Yeah. So that's our tally. We'll retally at the end of
Yes.
October again and see what others we have added to the list. But I guess because we have our guest join us and we're so excited to see her. She's on earlier and we couldn't see her. So now, Jen, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Hi.
Hi. Don't you just love those technical difficulties?
Oh,
Always.
love them. We're in the thick of them every day. Yes, we love them. But Jen, you're coming at us from Toledo, and in particular, the Toledo Zoo, one of our favorite destinations. And we are so excited to talk to you about all that you guys have going on for fall festivities and
So much.
October. And yeah, I will give you guys so much credit. You do the big things, you do the little things, you do them all so well. And it just makes our job really easy to talk about you. So thank you for that.
Well, we appreciate you guys, promoting everything we have going on. We are excited. We have a brand new event this fall called Harvest Fest, and it kicks off on October 1st and runs the entire month of October. And we're going to have these giant topiaries and pumpkin houses and pumpkin sculptures throughout our zoo grounds. And then our horticulture team has been busy all week placing mums and sunflowers and other kinds of fall flora out on grounds this whole week. So we are gearing up and ready. We're so excited about this.
Yeah.
No, I'm so excited too.
Yeah, the grounds just look beautiful right now anyway. So to add all this fall color throughout the month of October, I think people are going to be really excited about it. Some great photo opportunities. As we were kind of doing some setup these last couple of weeks, getting ready for it, you should hear the excitement. People going around already taking pictures. They're kind of getting a little sneak peek of what's to come. So that kicks off on this weekend on October 1st, and we'll have activities happening each weekend. So we have Laurel's Princess Party characters this weekend. So we'll have them from 11 to 1 on Saturday and Sunday. I believe we've got the PJ Masks characters this weekend, and then we've got Paw Patrol on Sunday, so Saturday and Sunday. And then we will have this giant inflatable corn maze set up in the amphitheater on Saturday. We'll have some musical entertainment. Our concessions and merchandise have all kinds of fun Harvest Fest items that you can pick up, and then they'll have some, fall items in the concession stands, like, all kinds of cider and fall things that everybody loves. So yeah, we're excited. That's going to be kicking off. With that, you can go to our website, toledozoo.org, and you can see that we have a digital map that just went live this morning that you click on that digital map and it'll show you where all the activities are happening. We've got pumpkin carving demonstrations happening, free with zoo admission pumpkin carving classes on Sundays. So it shows you the locations of all the pumpkin displays and all the activities happening throughout the month.
That's awesome. And it's all included. The Harvest Fest is included with admission. So it's not even an extra cost, because you guys have a couple really cool extra ticketed items or events happening this month.
We do.
Including a Hocus Pocus event, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes. Yeah, we're excited about that. So we've got our Fall for All family night happening on Sunday, August 9th. So we're going to be doing all kinds of fun fall activities that evening. The zoo is going to be open a little bit later. The gates will close at 8, but we'll give everybody until 9 to finish up their visit. And the end of the night, we're going to have around 7:30, we'll have the Hocus Pocus Focus, the classic one, will be played in our amphitheater. And before that, we'll have Laurel's princesses.
Three
They'll have,
sisters.
yes, the Salem witches
Oh.
will be here. So they're going to do a meet and greet during that evening, and then they'll do a show to kick off the movie. So it's going to be such a fun time. We'll have a
It will.
bounce house and pumpkin carving demos, and Nature's Neighborhood, our children's zoo, will have all kinds of fun fall activities going on in there as well. So we are excited about Fall for All Family Night on the 9th.
Absolutely. And then I imagine a couple of your biggest events of the year is probably Little Blue and Pumpkin
Yes.
Fest.
Yes. Yeah. So
Are you
that's
guys, are you sold out yet? Or do we still have
Not
time?
yet. Yeah, there's still an
Okay,
opportunity. So yeah, we encourage everybody to go and check out the website and get it's reservations for members and non-members, because we kind of try to do a little timed ticketing so that it's not everybody showing up at once. So yeah, we'll have that coming up on October 20th through the 23rd. So Little Boo is Thursday and Friday that weekend, and that's kind of for the more preschool age kids. And then the weekend is open for all ages. So we encourage everybody to bring their own like little trick or treat bucket and come on in and trick or treat throughout the zoo. And there will be the magic and puppet shows and bounce houses and all kinds of fun activities for, this is our Halloween tradition here at the zoo. We've been doing it over 30 years now. So we are excited to bring that back as well.
I just saw a comment in our comments section from Sarah. She said on the 9th, is there something on?
The Hocus Pocus.
Yep,
yeah,
that's
okay.
the Fall for All Family Night. Yep.
So I'm reading and listening.
Yes.
So yeah, on the night, there you go, Sarah.
It's at the Toledo
thanks for your
Zoo. I will put the direct link right in there. If you go to the link above, our Toledo Zoo article has it as well.
Yeah, and that's
And you can enter to win tickets, not to Hocus Pocus, but to the zoo in general.
right.
So,
For the Harvest Festival.
Yeah, it's and all that's included with zoo admission as well. There's no additional fee for that evening.
there isn't. Okay.
Yeah, so you can just come. Like I said, the zoo is open extended hours that day. So the zoo will be open until the gates will close at 8, and then the zoo will close at 9. So if you're at the zoo and you want to come a little bit later that day and just stay and enjoy some of the activities we have going on, and then stay for the movie, there's no additional fee with that. So it's just your regular zoo admission.
Awesome. I mean, and we talk families, but you guys have some adult only events as well.
Yes, yeah, there is a ton. Yeah, the first one kicks off tomorrow. We have our Sip Sip Hooray Harvest Wine Fest. There's a wine tasting, so that is going on. So they'll have different wine selections set up throughout the entire zoo around a lot of the different pumpkin displays. There'll be some entertainment happening, so you can enjoy that. Kind of kicks off the whole Harvest Fest tomorrow night. And then I think there is still tickets available for that. They're probably going to be cutting that off soon. And then the next weekend on October 7th, if you're into beer, we have our Zootoberfest beer tasting event. And then the following weekend after that, we have a bourbon tasting event. So if bourbon is your thing, they'll have bourbon and different cocktails available. And these are all evening events where you get to kind of stroll around and enjoy some of these these different cocktails and adult beverages, and enjoy the zoo in the evening. And then of course we've got Little Boo Pumpkin Path, and then we cap the last weekend. We get the animals in on the fun for Pumpkin Stomp and Chomp, and they get a lot of the pumpkins that we have out on grounds. They're going to, have their chance to smash them and eat them and have fun. They stuff them with all kinds of fun treats and that. So that'll be capping out the month with that weekend.
What a month. And one would think, oh, then you relax and you breathe. But no, then you get into the holiday season.
No,
you guys
yes.
do so much for the holidays.
Yes.
We'll have you back on to talk about the holiday season.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, you listen to this and you guys just always have things going on. It's so exciting. I don't know who listens to this and doesn't feel like and genuinely, like it just, I love talking with you. It gets me excited to go and visit and find one of those as a reason to head down, which we say head down. And for some people, it's 30-40 minutes from, it's not that
it's not a long drive. It's just a straight shot.
And they make it well worth it.
Yeah, I mean, if there's also classes and workshops the entire month too. So there's some family classes that our education puts on where you can do like pumpkin painting and you'll have an animal interaction and that kind of stuff. And then I know our horticulture department, they have a ton of classes and tours. So you can make different wreaths and different pumpkin planters, and you'll tour zoo grounds and get to see all these beautiful displays, as well as learn about some gardening tips. So we've got animal feeding demonstrations going on the weekends as well. Senior Discovery Days is going on. So our people 60 and older can come in and enjoy the zoo with free admission on Wednesdays through October. So, and there's all kinds of building tours, and there's a bingo game, there's musical entertainment. So for our seniors to enjoy as well. So yeah, October is so busy. Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Bring your grandkids.
No, that's
Yeah, love that. Please bring your grandkids.
good.
Here they
Give
are.
mom and dad a break. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. This is fantastic.
Yes,
Put
we'll
all
have
the
to
links
chat
in.
about lights soon. That'll be starting November 18th. So once we go through Harvest Fest, they've been putting lights up since June. So
Because you had Christmas in July.
Yes. Yep. So that was
gave us
this
sneak
year.
peek.
Yeah. So we're excited. Yeah. And I know right now there is, if you don't have a membership, there is a promo going on where you can save 15%. So if you go to our website right now, it pops right up right off the bat, and you can renew your membership or get a membership and come visit us many, many times throughout the month of October, because we'll have different activities every weekend, and just see these beautiful pumpkin displays that we'll have on zoo grounds that we're so excited about.
That is so cool. We will definitely share that discount. I think it's a great opportunity for our families up here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Jen.
Yes, thanks for
Good to
having
see you.
So much to do, so much to talk about, and we'll talk to you again about the lights and holiday. But it's like one holiday at a time. We're planning for the holidays, but also trying to really enjoy what is ahead of us. So certainly a lot at the Toledo Zoo, and we're so grateful for your time this morning and going through everything and getting us all excited to come visit. Hocus Pocus is really cute.
Yeah,
we love little visit parties, so they always do a great job.
Absolutely.
They do. They're great. We love working with them too. So.
Nice. All right, well, have fun.
Yeah.
Sleep in between all of this, man.
Yes, I actually, after I leave here, we got like 8 pallets of more pumpkins being delivered on grounds this morning. So we'll be getting those out.
Somebody's getting a workout.
Yeah. There you go. You'll see pumpkins in the zoo. So yeah, we're excited.
Love it. All right, have a great day.
Have a good one.
We'll see you this month or next month.
Thank you for having me. Everybody have a great day.
Yeah. Well, that just interjected some life into us. I really do. I'm so impressed by how much they do there, and it's the magnitude, and it's all really quality. It's always fun. Really impressive.
For those who haven't been, like, it is literally like an amusement. Like, I think you hear it when you talk about all the events. It's like a Disney World experience. Like, okay, I don't go to Disney World like some people go to Disney Worlds. However, if you are one of those people who Disney is not where you're regularly going, the Toledo Zoo is an attainable goal, and it is like, there's so much. I mean, in addition to the zoo stuff, they've got the train, the carousel, they've got natural history museum, an aquarium, the amphitheater, these playgrounds, all with there's no extra cost, and it's like admission is not that much. So I would definitely take the trip and go check it out.
Yeah,
Thank
you enough about them. So, all right.
Halloween. Do you guys have your costumes already? No.
How do you embarrass me in front of everyone? Let me guess. You have everything ready.
No, I don't. I don't.
You're like, yes,
I legitimately. No. So we do family costumes every year, and this year the boys picked out Wildcrats, which I love. Like, they came up with it themselves. So I did purchase their Wildcraft costumes, which they have and wear on a regular basis. But Danny and I are going to be Jimmy and Aviva. So I need to go thrifting. I literally need to go to Value World and find a yellow jacket so I can put some blue duct tape on it with my jeans. So like I have to build our costumes. If you watch Wildcrafts, you know, I won't have that hard of a time for Jimmy. I think I just need like an oversized like plaid shirt and a hat for Danny with long hair. Like, yeah. But so no, we're not ready. We're not ready at all. And I need to hop on it.
Here's my other confession. I've never been a Halloween person. Like I enjoy it, but I've never been like the costume side of Halloween. Like I'm like, what's in my closet? I'm like, but so and I think my kids all got that gene. Now on the way to school this morning, my oldest was like, I am going to make my daughter, who's 1, her costume. I was like, oh yeah, like she's gonna be a robot, and I'm gonna make a robot head. He like already made a head, and it's like a cardboard. I mean, there's no way I'm putting it over my daughter's head, but you know, I was like, that's very sweet of you. If you could help with the costume, that would be great. Also, the boys are like, well, we could just be this, like a garbage truck. And I was like, great, you were that last year. Like they don't care. So we'll see. Severa did ask to be a Lego.
Oh,
and
you should make him a Lego and take him to Brick or Treat at Legoland.
Yeah, that's true. I should. I wish that. Here's the thing.
They have Lego costumes.
No, I have found a Lego costume for. I have not done a ton of research, in all fairness, but as he's telling me this, because I will forget or ultimately get busy and then be like October 30th. I looked on Amazon. They have an adult Lego costume. I was like, come on. Why do you want an adult? Like, who wants to be an adult Lego? Can you give me a child Lego? So if you have tips on Lego, not a Lego man, because there are cool things with the Lego man helmet, but an actual Lego.
Oh, he just wants to be a box Lego?
Yes. Which one would
they just want to be Lego?
I should make him make it. I'll give him a box, cut a hole out, cut arms out, paint it.
Circles.
I talk a big game. We'll see. We'll confirm in a month at our next live if I actually did any of that. But yeah, I don't know. And
I'm not honestly a Halloween person either. I just do the family. As you know, I love my little family photo op. So we get our theme going and then we go, to do our on location photo.
Power to everyone that is plans in advance and has their stuff together. It is not me. Now, the good news is we have a bunch of old costumes or things that people have given us that as we go to all of these Halloween like trick-or-treating events, which start this weekend, by the way, and we all know there's like so many out there and we'll talk about them. So the good news is like we just pull from that costume pile when we go to these ones. So what will actually be pulled or created for the actual Halloween, I don't know, but in preparation. I mean, like I said, like Harvest Fest at Detroit Riverfront is doing trick-or-treating this weekend, which is free for the kids. But then we like full on all of a sudden it's gonna be like mid-October. Like where did October go? But what do we have coming down like pipeline?
So for Halloween, so I mean, one, there are definitely the events that sell out that you'll like want to get your tickets to. Like, I don't even know if Little Goblins at the Ford Houses still has available tickets. Maybe they do.
Yeah.
Check
it out and look. If not,
Halloween's at Greenfield Village is kind of the same. That's one of our favorites too.
I heard they're done.
Oh, they are. So you enter our giveaway. We're picking our giveaway winner for Halloween. So I think that one's still up, but we're picking that one this weekend. So do that. So some safe bets, like some Halloween themed fun that you can definitely do. The Sloan Museum out in Flint. One, it's an amazing place to go. Like literally put it on your list if you haven't been. but it's right next to the Long Way Planetarium, and they have an ooky spooky light show and like little kid-friendly haunted house walkthrough that kids can do. And both Legoland and Sea Life have Halloween themed stuff all month long. And then, you know, there's some simple stuff too, like there's the scarecrows in Plymouth, the skeletons in Northville, Tilson Street starts this weekend. So if you've never been to Tilson Street in Romeo.
I was gonna post it, but I wasn't sure if they're like going at it like first weekend in October. They're doing it.
So it starts and then it builds. Like, I mean, this street, these houses are like all out. So, you know, it's like the final.
I don't know where they store this stuff because
they have to have a storage.
I'm having some difficulty storing my life, much less life-size decorations. That's what I think. That's how you know when you're old, when you're driving around, you're like that giant tent. I mean, I swear there's a 20-foot skeleton in our neighbor's yard, and I'm like, where are you putting that? Where are the bones going for that in your house? I don't know. Just side note.
Well, if you go to Tilson, so this is a cool new addition that I just learned about. A reader reached out, and there's Frontier Town, which is right like down the street from Tilson. And they have all these little shops and markets that you can go to, an ice cream parlor if you want to get an after school treat, or after Halloween Tilson Street treat. But on October 15th, which is a Saturday, they're hosting a free trunk or treat event. So like if you want to go see the spooky houses, then, you know, snag some candy for your drive home. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. So like those are a few off the top of my head Halloween suggestions, but there are tons. I've dropped the article in the conversation tab, so you can find stuff, search it through your city and find stuff. So
yeah, in the article you have it outlined by city.
Yeah, so you can find
that's organization.
Oh, the other thing is a Halloween stroll in Canterbury Village.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a giveaway for that too. That kicks off, and we're actually a team members going out next Friday, I believe, for the kickoff, and they do it up big there too. So that is,
and they have Yates donuts. So, you know, if that's an extra style right there.
hot cider, I could walk around.
Yeah,
hot cider. Donuts. Get a few spooks and scares. Yeah, well, Halloween, there's obviously never a shortage of events. We'll have it all on the site. We'll have it all, we'll be posting them. So get those costumes ready, or get the costume bin out and ready. And let's go. Let's have fun. I mean, October is so fun. But with all that being said, and all that we talked about at Toledo Zoo, and all that we just talked about at all these events, that's not the only thing happening in October that's exciting. In my little lives, I don't know if you guys have little firefighters, but we are coming up on the National Fire Prevention Week, which is a big deal. And it's a fun time for a lot of local firehouses to have open houses. Also a big deal in the lives of my 3 and 6-year-olds. And just a great opportunity to meet the firefighters, take a tour of their open houses. But some of these are,
oh yeah, it's even more than that. Like they let you put on their uniforms, they let you climb in the trucks, they let you use like the water sprayers. They'll have bounce houses, and like, you know, sometimes like the fire dog, you know, for meet and greet. Like, I mean, you know, we all everyone loves the fire, you know, department and firefighters. So my kids love it.
We'll throw that article in the thing, because
it starts, some of them start this weekend. So this weekend there are 2 open houses, and there are 2 touch-a-trucks, like traditional touch-a-trucks too, like if that's your
We've
jam.
also partnered, and in that article you'll see, or it will be coming, can confirm, we partnered with Children's Hospital of Michigan on fire prevention too. We were talking to them yesterday, and it's obviously very exciting, but the reality is if something happens, you want to know what to do with your kids if they get burned. I remember my cousin telling me that they were up north at this cottage, it wasn't theirs, and their daughter put her hand on the glass of the fireplace, and I mean they had to call right away. And you're just like, so it can happen so fast, it can happen so easily. Burns, fire. So just having those tips and tricks, those quick tips and tricks.
Well, I think what's really important to know is Children's Hospital Michigan has the only pediatric burn center. So,
In,
you
like,
know, if
the
it's this
Midwest.
worst case scenario and you're thinking like, where do I go? Tell them to take you to Children's Hospital, because that is where you're going to have the best specialized care for children. And that's what we want for our kids.
Oh, I just got chills. Anyways, we went from good to reality. But yeah, the reality is that stuff can happen so easily, or just like that. Like that literally happened probably 5 years ago, and it's like still ingrained in my head of them telling me that story.
Well,
so,
I mean, I just want to point out, I think that's why we share this information, because it's like, you know, maybe it's not valuable like right now, but it's like, hey, if ever you or somebody you know is in this situation, you're like, wait a minute, I remember that I read and I saw or I heard that, you know, you want to go to Children's Hospital because they have the pediatric burn center, like not just, you know, where to go, but why it's the best place to go to.
Yeah. But yep, you're absolutely right. That's why we partner with them, because this is life with littles, crazy, and stuff happens. And
I mean, we know we think hopefully I never have to have that, but we've certainly used my own children as examples in other areas. So
everyone's knocking on wood. Everyone hear a simultaneous knock on wood. But okay, on lighter notes. So if you have little firefighters or those that love all of that, check out our firefighter or fire prevention week article. Say that 10 times. But also exciting, and it is currently blowing up as I'm looking at my phone. It's still blowing up. We posted it yesterday. Carrie went last week. The Belle Isle Nature Center just reopened after a $2.5 million renovation, and it looks spectacular. Not only, and I'll let Carrie jump in from here, but what I can vouch for, we used to love going there. It has been closed for a couple of years.
2 years.
For sure.
Yeah, it didn't reopen after 2020.
Yeah, but for good reason, obviously. And but across the parking lot, like shares a parking lot, Nature Center is one of the coolest playgrounds. So I will say that we always love that playground, and it just makes for an overall great visit. But Carrie, tell us what was there. I mean, the photos are beautiful. If you haven't seen them, we posted them live yesterday. We have an article about it. We can post that as well. But it looks awesome.
It is. It's so cool. I mean, like it is literally. So if you haven't been, the best thing about the Nature Center is that it's free. It is free admission. It doesn't cost anything to go and check it out. And it's open 7 days a week. So, you know, a lot of things, if you go to Belle Isle, like the aquarium and the conservatory, also free, only open like Wednesday to Sunday.
Now we do have to put a caveat in there. There is a fee to get on the island, but like secondary caveat, is that they're not always there. So if you have a Metro
that's what I was gonna say. If you have a library card. Well, so this is a state park pass. So generally, if you're renewing your license, you know, you check that tab, and I think it's like $12 if you do it when you renew your tabs. The sticker might already be on with your annual tab. It might already be there, at which point don't worry about it. But let's say it's not, you can use your library card and use the Michigan Activity Pass and get free admission to state parks as well. So
from mom to mom, and very quietly, we shouldn't be doing that, but they're not always stationed there. Like it's so. But we just want to say it is free to get in. You just have to get on the island, and you know. Just want to be clear on all of those that it is free, but you do have to get on the island. So go for it.
So it is super cool. So like the when you walk in, you're going to see the turtle exhibition. So if you have littles who love turtles, they have tons of little turtles in there. But if you have littles who love to climb, they have this like under the sidewalk, like if you're an ant, like tunnels that the kids can climb in, and then like little like seeds and like stuff that they race up to the top of the tunnel and drop down to try to fill it to like hit rainbow white status. And my boy, I could not, it took me a very long time to get from the entrance of the nature center to the rest of the nature center because they absolutely loved it. And full credit and perks to Belle Isle Nature Center in the design of this is that if you have super littles who like refuse to come out, or maybe if they got scared, it's not a scary thing at all, but it is adult friendly. I could climb in there myself and check it out. If that is necessary, hopefully it's not, but it's not, you know, sometimes you go to places and you're like, and if they're in there, they're gone forever. That is not the case here. So then you go, and if you've been to the nature center before, you know it's an entire loop, and it's beautiful, it's colorful, it's interactive, it's engaging. They have animals that you can see. It's just,
it looks so light
and
vibrant and colorful, which I wouldn't say was, you know, it definitely has changed a lot, or in the picture it looks like it. So yeah, I'm super excited
absolutely
to go.
And then there's outdoor play area. And the funniest thing about I mean, it's so cute, and it's a natural play area. And so that's the point, is that they literally have this area with diggers and rakes and a wheelbarrow. And my boys just wanted to dig dirt. And it's like, I ask them to help me in my garden all the time. Can't convince them. But you put them in front of dirt with shovels and like, get to work. But that's play. And so it's a lot of fun. Definitely check it out. They're open from 10 to 5 every day, and they're only closed on New Year's Day, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So it is a definite win. They also have nature programs, family hikes, family programs, and then nature talks. And those,
they used to have animals on site. Do they still have the animals that you can feed? You used to go and feed the animals.
I didn't see the deers. I didn't.
They're
see
like
them
way back, so I don't know.
I know. I didn't get my kid between the tunnels and being an ant and lifting dirt into a wheelbarrow to dump it out of the wheelbarrow. Those were, quite frankly,
all
those are and then like the pictures that we used, that colorful wall, those are like blocks you put, and then they run down and they light up, so those were like the top 3. Like you know, we enjoyed them, let's put it that way. We really enjoyed them for a long time. So
that's cool.
It was
well, check it out, let us know, tag us if you go, and definitely don't miss out on the playground. It really makes for a good destination, full-on destination. Your kids will be excited and worn out by the end, which is the goal for most of my outings. So speaking of worn out and outings,
final week for Art Prize.
Yeah, final weekend. You went?
I went 2 weekends ago. I went for the first week, and it was great. I mean, it was great because it wasn't cold. I mean, the up and minuses, it was like you could get hot while you're walking, and now you heat up while you're walking. You know,
I feel like but it can be nice. Right.
I mean, our downtown Grand Rapids is just beautiful. And right now our price is taken over. I mean, every turn, it's so funny. I had a friend who went, I mean, this is how big it is. We were there, we were looking, we were exploring, discovering new things. I have a friend who went, I didn't see any of the things she saw in her picture. Like, it's just so big. And there's so much to see that like, you can see a ton of really cool stuff. And you know, still there's more to see. So, and our prize is all free. It's a day. We only went for the day. We're soccer families, so our weekends are interspersed with games, and it's an easy drive. We also went to the Children's Museum, which is a Mo Wilhelms. Like basically, it's a 2-story children's museum, and on both levels right now, you'll find really cool interactive. Mo Wilhelms is like Don't Let the Pigeon Ride the Bus, and Gerald and Piggy. So like if you're going,
Knuckle Bunny was one of our boys' favorite book. But he wrote Knuckle Bunny too. And so that's temporary though. When we went a couple months ago in the summer, it was not there. So it's now through what, January, I think?
Yeah, now through January, it is definitely worth going to see. The public museum's also great. Like if you want to do indoor and outdoor, like though, like you can 100% do both in the same trip in a day and have a fantastic time. So if you're
My
looking
kids
to
still
go-
talk about, we went to, I don't think you've been there yet, but that Deer Tracks Junction.
No,
I-
I haven't
Going
been.
by memory, but that's, my kids still talk about it. I mean, it's actually one of the coolest farms we've been to. It was very cool. So
Could you fit
we
those
always talk
tunnels?
about Grand Rapids because we think it's Carrie's a road warrior and we'll do it one day. I'm not, I'll stay over, which we have a good recommendation. Both of us have now stayed at the Embassy Suites downtown. It has a pool. It's it's like perfect location.
The
right
best
downtown.
breakfast.
And yeah, breakfast is included. So if you want to get away, it's only 2 hours, which is like door to door. We went from door to our first stop was Dow Gardens, which is like mind blowing.
Meyer Gardens.
Or I'm sorry. Well, we're talking about Midland next. I'm sorry. I'm
We
screwing
love
up my
gardens.
location. Talk about them next. But yeah, Meyer Gardens were beautiful. So, but it was 2 hours. So, anyways, if you
I'll say
get away
literally,
from-
we left our house at 9 o'clock. We got home at 6 p.m. Had a perfect day. Perfect family day. So
but Midland. I'm getting ahead of myself. I have not been to the canopy walk in Midland. We talk about it and always we have to republish that article, Carrie, because that's always a popular one.
I'll throw it in here then.
Maybe I'm
that's
but
One article,
we have,
one title.
if you've never done that, but side note, Carrie, beyond Midland, and that canopy walk, if you don't know what we're talking about, that's at Dow Gardens, right?
Yes, yeah.
Not fully losing my mind. Somehow, yeah. Anyway, Dow Gardens has the longest canopy walk in the
Mhm.
nation, I think is
Yep.
their stat. But can you, in our team meeting the other day, you dropped a
Yes,
a
I'm
nugget.
super excited
What
for
is it?
this. Hidden Lake. So, Dow Gardens is fantastic. Love it. It's in Midland. So it's a drive. It's a bigger drive. But at Hidden Lakes Garden, which is an MSU public park garden space, south of Ann Arbor, they're doing something very similar, which looks amazing. It's supposed to open this fall. And so I'm like watching their website and like messaging them because I am definitely 100% going as soon as I can to check it out. Although I'm afraid of heights, and like they have this really cool video of like what it's supposed to look like. And I'm like, I hope I'm brave enough. I hope I'm brave enough to do this. I'll have to take definitely Danny and Lucas. They're brave. Sam and I might be like the slow walking across, but
Well,
you know,
we'll keep you updated, guys, but that's what we love doing. We
it
love
looks
finding
really,
this
really
new
cool.
stuff. If you ever know and come across something new, whether it's a playground, we went to a new playground in Birmingham. I wrote about that, posted about that. It's a brand new playground called Adams Park. It's actually, if you're looking on, it's so new that doesn't have like a tag on for like a location on Instagram. So it's actually right next to Roper High School on Adams Road, right near downtown Birmingham. And it's really great. They did a great job. And we always love finding new. So if you know of anything new that you come across or you hear or is coming down the pipeline, let us know. We get real geeked about that stuff. But I know we've been keeping everyone for a while. So one final thing, and it's kind of near and dear to our hearts, and we want to talk about it. And we'll put the link in here.
Mhm.
But tomorrow, speaking of, we talked about Children's Hospital of Michigan earlier on, but and Carrie can dive in with some of the content and details, but they are celebrating the children's, well, they're helping support Children's March of Dimes because tomorrow is, is it wrong? National NICU Day? That's a
Yes.
proper terminology. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a day for
yeah.
everything. But for all you NICU mamas, whew, I was a NICU mama. I was fortunate. It was just a couple days, but even so, like it's like a bond, right? So for all you NICU mamas, tomorrow's your day. Really, I mean, it's our kids' day, but it's your day because man, that is so. Ooh, that's a lot, and I'll always remember that was my first child, and I still can remember it like yesterday. So we want to support and give back. So we're going to put the link and we're going to post about it in stories too. But whether it was you in the NICU or someone you know who had a NICU baby, you know how traumatizing it is for the parents, for the kids. You know, it's tough. So we really want to support Children's Hospital of Michigan and their efforts in supporting the March of Dimes and just the incredible work that they do. And again, all the NICU parents know, like, those nurses are just special. They are just, those nurses and doctors are special, and we're here to support them. So if you can help us support them, we greatly appreciate that. So look for that coming down the pipeline, not only in our comment section today, but tomorrow we'll be posting about it too, because tomorrow is actually the national day. So
Yeah, their link to the fundraiser that Children's Hospital is doing is in the comments right now. If you look for that, you can click and make a donation. All of the funds go directly to help and preventable maternal health risks and preterm birth, and close the health equity gap among babies. Because, you know, I mean, there's disparity there. And, you know, all babies, you know, are, you know, and mamas deserve the best. So
Kara, I feel like our LittleGuide live so very exciting.
I know. So all right, let's see
real.
what I mean. We have to think of what
we gotta
we
yeah.
need.
Anyways, but that's hey, that's parenthood, right?
Right, that's life.
That's life. So keeping it real here on LittleGuide.
Yes.
Stick
Okay,
around.
here we'll end with some highs, okay? Or I don't know,
Yeah,
like
give me a high.
if it's exciting for your kids. How about that? Is that Coco Melon
We'll take it,
Live
yeah.
and Baby Shark
Oh,
Live
yeah.
and Paw Patrol Live and
Dude,
Disney on Ice,
everything is coming.
Frozen and Encanto version. So Mirabelle and Bruno are finally making their appearances in Disney on Ice. Sesame Street Live. They are all announced. Bluey 2, that's a slightly older news, but still exciting for all of us Bluey fans.
Tickets are still on sale for us. But yeah, all of these just got announced. They're all coming between now and March. So tickets, get your tickets, start saving your money, because
Right.
there's a lot of amazing shows coming on. And we're excited to check those out. So yeah, thank you for bringing on a high note. Very exciting. All of it's very exciting, very real. We always appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully, if you made it this long, kudos to you. So tell us you made it this long and sign up for a giveaway. You deserve it. But no, we always appreciate you guys tuning in. The reality is, and we end this every month this way, is that you know, we love what we do. We love being part of this community. We love that you guys are part of our community. We're so grateful for that. You know, Carrie and I were talking about the Belle Island Nature Center. All the news outlets posted it, and ours just exploded and went viral. You know, so and that's you guys. You guys help us grow, and you share us with your friends and your other mama friends and your dad friends. Dad's got it. They can go to Belle Isle.
Yeah, we've got some really loyal, amazing dads. I do have to pull them out. Like,
grandparents,
dads.
you guys are amazing too. We get so many grandparents.
I saw a grandparent yesterday at the library, actually. He was like, I love your site. Yeah.
My parents are on full grandparent duty this weekend. So good luck to mom and dad this weekend.
I'll send them the articles.
Like, here, if you need help. Anyways, thank you everyone for tuning in. We will see you next month, but as always, we'll be on every day. You know where to find us. Facebook, Instagram. If you don't already, our newsletter is where we consistently are talking to you guys. So every week we have 3 newsletters that go out. They each have different themes and reasons why we're sending things out. So sign up for those. You can find those on littleguidedetroit.com. We may just have some exciting news next week or in the coming weeks as well. So certainly by our next Little Guide Live, there should be some exciting news. So stay tuned. Have a great month ahead. And yeah, thanks again.
Awesome. Bye,
Have a
guys.
good weekend.